here, and the fighters are good to go. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these?
Caleb's Roy. So they stare into each other's eyes. So here we go. Should be a good one. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Looking to land the hook. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Only catching air with that hook. These punches coming from every angle. He threw the hook, didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. You know that bell was... Here we go for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Well done with that counter shot. That jab won't score. Good counter punching. Swing and a miss with that hook. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. Good counter punch. The right hook misses. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. And there's the bell to start round three. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That counter punch caught him clean. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? The straight right just misses. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good round from you.
And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They have 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about planting that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance.
Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nobody home with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Swing and a miss with that hook. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nope, that hook won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent.
There's the bell to start round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Hook misses. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You've heard heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Good work, that's it.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That left hook misses. Missing with the hook. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Oh my word, down goes RJJ. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know,